Hey you guys, how are you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you guys so much for tuning back into another video. Today's video, I want to talk about the Minnesota Wild and more specifically their future potential home and away jerseys. I've been seeing a lot of talk about this recently online, specifically on Twitter, about the Minnesota Wild's future for their jerseys, and I really want to discuss it and kind of get your guys' opinion on it. So as you guys know, for both of the Minnesota Wild's series for reverse retros, they came out with kind of a North Stars theme. Not even kind of, it absolutely was a North Stars theme, being that lighter green, yellow, and white. And their first series absolutely took off. People loved it. It was the white version, so it was an away version with the green and yellow. It looks absolutely phenomenal. For those of you who maybe forget what it looks like, I will have a photo on the screen here, and this is the jersey I'm talking about here. I think it looks absolutely fantastic. Everyone loved it when it came out, and people still love it to this day. I even think the green shoulders look fantastic. I think the logo looks good. Everything about this looks fantastic. Now fast forward to this year when they came out with the Reverse Retro 2 series, and what did the Minnesota Wild do? They did the same thing, but a home version, a green version of this jersey, which looks so good and in my opinion complements the away one really well. The only difference being the shoulders are quite a bit different, as it has that yellow line instead of just being all white when the away one is just all green. This kind of has people talking about the Minnesota Wild potentially rocking these as a full-time home and away kit. Now the biggest thing to this is the fact that they don't have to create new home and away jerseys, because they pretty much already have it based on the two reverse retro series. They just have to bring them back full time. Now I guess the big topic at hand here is if it will be an improvement over their current look. It definitely without a doubt would be a big change, that's without a doubt, but is it going to be better, or would it be better than what they currently have? Personally, a lot of people seem to rank the Minnesota Wild's uniforms as top in the NHL, some of the best in the league. And although I may not disagree with that with their home jersey, I do think their away jersey is quite boring. It's very boring in my opinion. Just white, just the green, not a lot going on with the stripes. I just think it's very boring. I do, however, think their home jersey is very nice. It is one of the better ones in the league. I do like it a lot. I really like the dark kind of green they use. It just fits the theme of this team, being the Wild, being forest, and just it's a forest green, so it's absolutely fitting and perfect for the brand. So for them to make a drastic change and go North Stars colors when the team is the Minnesota Wild, that's something I can't really get behind, and I don't absolutely love the idea of. That's just something that I personally don't love, though the jerseys are beautiful. I think jersey design wise though, I do think the home and away are an improvement over the current ones. That's just my opinion. I think what they could do to find the best of both worlds is put their current colors on this design that they use for both reverse retros, and I think you have yourself a sweet redesign for the Minnesota Wild if they're looking to redesign. I think switching straight over to this jersey and these colors full time is such a drastic change from what they currently do. I don't think it should be something they do. I know there are rumors of them coming out with an alternate jersey next year, so maybe the alternate jersey will be something like this. And I think something like this, the reverse retros, would be a fantastic alternate jersey. It's not straying away from the team too much to be like a permanent home and away, but it still kind of pays tribute to the organization and just the history of the team in general, which I think would be really cool for an alternate jersey. I think that's what alternate jerseys really should be at the end of the day. They're allowed to be different and allowed to be something completely different from the home jersey, but it still has some sort of meaning to the organization in some way, shape, or form. But I am genuinely curious what you guys think. If the Minnesota Wild did make the switch to the North Stars jerseys, the reverse retros full time, would you guys be okay with that? Would you like it, dislike it? Genuinely curious what you guys have to say. I personally am kind of mixed about it. I think I would like it due to just the look of the jerseys, but I think it just wouldn't fit their brand very well. I could see Minnesota Wild fans not really liking this, but then again, what do I know? So you guys are going to have to tell me, especially if you're a Minnesota Wild fan. I need to hear what your thoughts are on this. I do have to say too, before I end this video, that my least favorite thing about the North Stars Minnesota Wild jersey are the logos. I just don't like the yellow being in the back of that logo. It's not a sky, right? Like, It's supposed to be kind of a sky background. I don't know. Just the yellow I just don't like. It's too, I don't know, too jarring. And then the green blends in a lot with the jersey. It's just something that I don't personally like. I do think I like it more on the white version than the green version, but I'm still just not a big fan of that logo. That's why I think if they took this design, implement red into it and green, and just, I think it would be super cool. It would look a little Christmassy, but I think it would be really cool. Maybe take the white off, make it off-white. That would be chef's kiss perfection. But let me know down in the comments your guys' opinion. I really was just curious about this. I've been seeing people talk about it, so I also wanted to talk about the possibility. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm not saying it could happen. I guess it could technically happen, but I'm not saying it's going to happen anytime soon, or even if it's going to happen at all. I'm just more speculating and just talking about the idea. If it was to happen, would this be something you guys would like to see? Let me know down in the comments your opinions. As always, if you guys are new to the channel, it means a lot if you subscribed. Like the video if you enjoyed. I'll talk to you guys.